It had been a year since my life fell apart. A year since my marriage to Sarah ended in ways I never imagined possible. The betrayal, the heartbreak, the long nights of unanswered questions, it all still lingered in my mind. I thought I had moved on. I thought I had healed. But nothing could have prepared me for the phone call I received one ordinary Tuesday morning. The screen lit up with a number I knew by heart. Sarah. I hesitated before answering. A part of me wanted to ignore it, to keep the past buried where it belonged. But curiosity and a strange mix of unresolved feelings got the better of me. "Hello," I said, my voice calm but cautious. "David, hi," she began, her voice soft, almost hesitant. "Can we meet? I need to talk to you about something." I blinked, taken aback. Why now? A year had passed. We hadn't spoken beyond the occasional legal or logistical matter regarding our separation. And suddenly, she wanted to meet? "What is it about?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. "I can't explain over the phone," she replied. "Please, just meet me. It's important." Against my better judgment, I agreed. Maybe it was closure I needed, or maybe I was just drawn to the familiar voice I had once trusted more than anyone else in the world. We agreed to meet at a quiet cafe downtown. When I arrived, she was already there, looking both nervous and weary. Sarah had always carried herself with confidence, but today, there was a vulnerability in her eyes that I hadn't seen in years. "David," she said softly, standing as I approached, "thank you for meeting me." I nodded, sitting down without a word. The air between us was thick with unspoken history. I took a deep breath. "All right, what is this about?" She paused, fidgeting with her coffee cup. I need to confess something. Something I should have told you before everything ended." My heart sank. I had been betrayed once already. Could I endure hearing another truth I wasn't prepared for? I was seeing someone else, she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. "During the last few months of our marriage. I didn't tell you because I was scared. I didn't know how, and I thought I could manage my feelings without hurting you further. I was wrong." I felt a wave of anger, hurt, and disbelief wash over me. I had already relived that betrayal countless times in my mind. Hearing her say it again, admitting it openly after a year, was like reopening a wound I thought had started to heal. "I know I don't deserve your forgiveness," she continued. "And I'm not asking for it. But I need to ask you for one thing. One favor that I never expected I'd ask." I stared at her, unsure if I wanted to hear it. But there was something in her eyes that made me listen. Can you give me a recommendation for a job? I'm trying to start over, and I thought, you could help. I know it's strange, and I don't expect you to, but I thought, maybe." I blinked, utterly shocked. The audacity, the nerve, it was almost surreal. After everything, she wanted my help to rebuild her life? After the betrayal, the heartbreak, the nights I cried alone, she had the gall to ask for assistance from the person she had hurt the most. I took a long, slow breath, keeping my emotions in check. I could have yelled, I could have walked out, I could have told her exactly what I thought of her. But instead, I did something else. "Sarah," I said carefully, "I don't think you understand what you're asking. You made choices that destroyed our marriage. You made me question my judgment, my trust, my worth. And now, you want me to help you." She nodded, tears brimming. "I know, and I don't expect you to. I had to ask. I needed to face you, to admit it, I don't know, see if I could make amends in some way." I felt a strange mix of emotions, anger, sadness, pity, and, oddly, relief. Relief that she finally admitted the truth, relief that I had clarity, relief that I could finally close this chapter on my own terms. "I won't help you," I said firmly, my voice calm but resolute. "I can't. Not because I don't want to forgive you, but because your choices are yours to deal with. If you want to rebuild your life, you'll have to do it on your own. No shortcuts. No reliance on the person you hurt the most." She lowered her gaze, nodding slowly. "I understand. I really do. I had to try. And that was it. No tears, no shouting, no drama. Just a quiet acknowledgement that our paths had diverged irreversibly. I left the cafe with my head held high, feeling something I hadn't felt in a long time: empowerment. Over the next few weeks, I reflected on that encounter. A year of distance, a year of healing, had taught me something important. Betrayal reveals character, but how you respond reveals strength. I didn't need revenge. I didn't need closure from her. I only needed to reclaim my dignity, and I did. Sarah's request, shocking as it was, reinforced the lesson I had learned through heartbreak. Your past doesn't define your future unless you let it. And sometimes, the most powerful way to move forward is not to react, not to forgive, but simply to walk away with clarity and strength. I finally realized that the shock of her request didn't come from the audacity of it. It came from the fact that I had already moved past it. I had grown stronger in the year we were apart, and that strength was something she could never take away. A year after our split, Sarah asked me something I never expected. And in refusing, I discovered something even more valuable: myself. Because life doesn't always give second chances with the people who hurt you, but it always gives the chance to choose yourself.